The two biggest stars on this year's trade market are deeply flawed: Ben Simmons and Russell Westbrook. A lot of people are saying neither guy's going to be traded, but remember, we've all known what Russ is for years, and he's still been traded 3 different times. There's dumb teams out there. They say Philly won't take less than a superstar for Ben, but are they really gonna waste a full year of Joel Embiid's prime? There are scenarios where both guys move, but there are so many other players who could get traded. This could be the wildest trade deadline ever. Full deadline breakdown. Let's start with the lesser known players because that's who probably will get moved. My list of role players on the market: THT, Cam Reddish, Eric Gordon, Buddy Hield, Terrence Ross, Danilo Gallinari, Christian Wood, Gary Harris, Goran Dragic, Thad Young, Robert Covington, TJ Warren, Yusuf Nurkic, Colin Sexton, and Dennis Schroeder. Bol Bol obviously not on that list because he is now a Detroit Piston. By the way, I did a full live breakdown for that, and I will link it at the end of this video. Now I'm going to throw out some trade scenarios featuring only the most likely guys to get traded. Let's start with THT. The Lakers have been building him up for years, but he's not that good yet. Obviously, the Russell Westbrook thing isn't working. If he isn't traded, THT is their only option to upgrade. And the reason he still has trade value is because of potential. Dude is 21 years old. Of course, he's not good on the Lakers, who are ready to win now, but rebuilding teams could see a lot in him. The Lakers need a player who can shoot and defend that plays off the ball with playoff experience. So with that in mind, they could do: the Pacers get THT and Kendrick Nunn. The Lakers get TJ Warren, Torrey Craig, and a first-round pick. The Lakers get 2 vets that improve their defense and their shooting, plus a pick that they can use to upgrade their roster later. They get rid of THT, who is not on their timetable, and Nunn, who they haven't had this year anyway, and he's got a bad playoff history. Warren is hurt, but he'll come back in the next month or so, and the last time he was healthy, dude dropped 31 points per game in the bubble, over 50% from D with good defense. Torrey Craig has lots of playoff experience and he's a solid wing defender. The Pacers are already shopping their vets, so this trade could happen. Eric Gordon will probably be moved. He's like a random 33-year-old on a super young Rockets team. Dude's used to playing with stars like James Harden, CP3, or Russ, and he is good to come off the bench or start. Every contender should want him. He is shooting 46% from 3 this year with solid defense. A good fit would be the Cavaliers get Eric Gordon and the Rockets get Ricky Rubio and a 2023 lottery protected first. The Cavs having a great season, but they lost both Rubio and Colin Sexton. They need a secondary ball handler / playmaker, and Eric Gordon is perfect. He gets an assist on 18% of his teammates' shots, and that might not sound like a lot, but it's better than 92% of players at his position. The Cavs could go all in for a Ben Simmons trade, but they don't want to blow up everything to win this season. I think Eric Gordon would be the perfect upgrade over Rubio, and they might be able to make a Hawks-type playoff run this year and go deep into the postseason. All right, I'm getting real honest with you guys in this video. I went way overboard during the holidays on my diet. Literally, it was like anything goes for over a month. And I'm actually now just starting to get some of that weight off. But the cool thing is, the supplement company that I use wanted to sponsor AM Hoops, Legion Athletics. So what I'm doing right now, sort of in a cutting phase, is taking their safe fat burner before I work out, which is called Phoenix, and then I'm taking their creatine, which is called Recharge, afterward, because it is scientifically proven to grow muscle that I wouldn't have grown otherwise and to recover better. But one thing I love about this company is they don't make like crazy promises. Like when I say grow muscle I wouldn't have grown otherwise, they're not saying I'm gonna look like Dwight Howard or something. So if you want to join me too, because I am recommitting myself to this way of life, because it really is a way of life. There is no, one secret trick or a hack to getting fit. Go to legionathletics.com and use the promo code AMHOOPS to get 20% off your first order. Also, they ship for free all year round. And all year round, you can get your money back if you're not satisfied. They don't even ask you to send their stuff back. Again, that's AM Hoops, 20% off your first order at legionathletics.com. There are smaller trades that we could discuss, like Goran Dragic to the Mavericks or Terrence Ross to the Celtics, but I really want to get to the star trades before we talk about the superstars. My list of tradable stars are Jerami Grant, Miles Turner, Domantas Sabonis, and CJ McCollum. Jerami Grant needs a deep dive here because there are a million rumors about him being traded, and Pistons fans should love that because the more teams that want him, the higher the price will be to get him. Every contender needs a player like this. Big, athletic 3-and-D guy who can create shots for himself or others. I think the teams that need him most are the Jazz, Hawks, Lakers, Mavericks, and Bulls. But I want to see the Jazz and Bulls get him the most. Both teams are in a position to win this season. The Jazz can't afford another early playoff exit, and the reason they lost last year was bad perimeter defense. If they hold on to Royce O'Neal for defense, Jerami Grant makes them the favorite to win it this season. The Jazz get Grant, and the Pistons get Rudy Gay, Joe Ingles, and 3 first-round picks. Now, the Pistons do this to get a haul of draft picks. Plus, they can flip those vets again to get even more assets. Utah loves Rudy Gay and Joe Ingles, obviously, but swapping them for Grant is a championship upgrade. I know people say that Joe Ingles means too much to the culture, but Danny Ainge, who was just hired, doesn't feel sentimental about anyone. He doesn't give a crap about tradition. Grant could even play small ball 5 in the playoffs. They need to do this right now. What about the Bulls getting Jerami Grant, the Pistons getting Derrick Jones Jr., Patrick Williams, and a 2024 first? The Pistons do this to get a young, athletic finisher who's a good defender in Patrick Williams. Some Bulls fans will hate to see the young potential go, but Chicago needs to win right now. You never know what's going to happen 5 years down the road. You're in the 1 seed right now. Hopefully, Patrick Williams will turn into Jerami Grant in like 5 years. You can't wait 5 years. Why not just get Patrick Williams' future, Jerami Grant, now and put him on this team? Now, before we get to these superstars, there are 2 guys who are not going to make the superstar list. Damian Lillard and Bradley Beal. The Blazers and Wizards have a rare thing in this era, stars who are actually loyal. There has been no indication from either side that they will be traded, so rather than waste your time, let's get to the actual superstar list. Russell Westbrook, Ben Simmons, Kyrie Irving. And the reason that Kyrie is on the list is that the Nets have already taken calls on him and they've listened, which is a lot more than the Blazers or Wizards can say about their star. Now, for some reason, Kyrie can't play in Brooklyn in the playoffs as a Net, but visiting players who are unvaccinated can. So I think that other teams will be serious about making offers. Let's dive into Russell Westbrook. Reports said that the Lakers have talked about a trade. Problem is his contract. Dude makes about $91 million between this year and next. The only places for him would be a tanking team that wants an unprotected draft pick. That means the Lakers get Kenrich Williams and Derek Favors. The Thunder get Russell Westbrook, THT, and a 2028 first. By the way, Laker fans, if you don't know about Kenny Hustle, then don't slam this trade. Kenrich Williams bothers teams on defense, shoots 38% from deep, and is in 5 of OKC's 6 best lineups this year. Bottom line, he is a winner that every contender could use. Derek Favors is kind of a crappy backup center, but he's an upgrade over what the Lakers already have. The Thunder take Russ's huge contract back because they also get youth and a really valuable draft pick. And look, I understand that Laker fans hate this trade idea, but that's about all you're going to get for Russ. So next is Ben Simmons. A recent Mark Stein report said the Hawks are interested. My favorite trade is a 3-team deal. Sixers get De'Aaron Fox, the Hawks get Ben Simmons, and the Kings get John Collins, Cam Reddish, and a first-round pick. Sacramento obviously needs a shakeup. They flipped their most valuable player for 2 young studs, but still have a good backcourt with Tyrese Halliburton and Davion Mitchell. They also get a Sixers first. Fox is one of the only players that Philly would actually trade Ben for. My concern for Atlanta is Ben's fit with Clint Capella, who obviously doesn't shoot threes. Capella would have to move to the bench, and if he doesn't like it, they'll have to trade him this offseason. A Trae Young, Ben Simmons backcourt would be amazing given Ben's defense and playmaking. I know this would be like a huge swing for Atlanta, but they should be in panic mode after they made the conference finals last year, but have a horrible team this season. Yes, Bol did not make this video. He deserved his own full video. This is live reaction of Bol getting traded to the Pistons, and also check out my full ballot for the 2022 All-Stars.